Dual lands news! What's the current market like? Should you invest? Should you wait? I'm your host, Cardboard Tutor, and it's time for another installment of Quest for Cube. This will be a smaller video, but we will have a nice discussion also in the comments below what your thoughts are on the current market of dual lands. I have two packages here which we're gonna pop open, check for condition, for inking and the like, and if they're real, obviously. So without further ado, let's open the bigger package of today and talk about dual lands. Let me know, do you own any? Are you planning on owning any? Gee, I got scared there for a second, thought this was the only card that was sent, but if you look closely, there are two cards in this top loader, so there should be a dual land in there. Thank you for the bonus card, for the bonus Phantom Monster. But yes, this is my 8th unlimited dual land, and this video was kind of inspired by Lefty Sheppy, who said, "It's my 7th dual land, unlimited dual." Different beast to revised, lol. And yeah, these are not cheap, but I had one of each dual land already. I had revised copies, I had CEIE, so collectors or international edition ones, and I'm slowly upgrading them from time to time. Every couple of weeks or months I'm gonna get one more for my collection, and I'm at number 8 right now, so two of the most expensive ones are still missing, 2 blue ones. I have already a big heavy hitter, which I was lucky enough to get from a very nice seller, the Underground Sea, and now another one, the Tropical Island. And the question is, should you get a Tropical Island or any of the others? Let's look at some graphs. We have the Tropical Island Unlimited version here, as you can see, and they spiked at around 2021 to around 1.5k up to 2k, probably for like slabbed copies. And then they fell again to like 1k, and if you look closely, they started at around 600-700 and are now at around, let's say, 900-ish. This one I got for a really nice price. Let's look at it a little closer, because I think it has some damage, therefore it's not the mintiest. Let's get the light a little closer here so you can see what I mean. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, so it has a bend going from the middle to almost from the top to the bottom. But other than that, it has one scratch here. It is really clean. It has no ink, so this card was probably played in sleeves and maybe someone like put it on the table like this. I don't know how that happened, but it's a clear bend through the card. But in sleeves you won't notice it. It's signed by Jasper Meerforce, so it's really nice, a nice way to bling out my cube since there are no foil tropical islands. And I like to have signatures on them. And yeah, it has this bend, but other than that, I'm really happy with this copy, and thank you to the seller. Also, don't worry, we talked about getting a Lord of the Pit, but they weren't really open for bartering or anything, and I accept that. It was a really good price for that condition and that card being so clean. Besides the bend, it's a really minty card, like kind of sad that it has this bend, besides that little scratch there. But yeah, great card, happy to have it, and I already have a Lord of the Pit in the mail, so it's coming in the next video. And looking back at the graph, maybe let's compare to a revised Tropical Island. If you say, well, unlimited is not for me, I accept that. Revised is also white border and a little lighter in printing. These also spiked in 2021. 2020, 2021 was where people really took off in the reserved list and prices took off, and there was a big hype, and then it fell off again, and now you can get a Tropical Island for around 500. I think actually now is a great time to get into buying dual lands. If you were always looking to get one, why not get one now? Prices are down quite flat, actually. They won't go up tomorrow, probably, maybe with the craze of modern sets settling a little and people realizing that not all new sets are investable and prices plummeting, maybe some people will look at the reserved list and be like, yeah, that looks like a steady investment of putting money in, having a nice card that you can play in every deck that has these colors. And maybe in 10 years from now, these cards are, let's say, double the price and still steady, you know? Rudy from Alpha Investments always says that like 10% per year if they rise in price, on average. That's a good investment. So if that is a thing you are looking to do that. I like to collect them for my unlimited set cube to be able to play with them in the first place, so to share it with other people. Now, what about other dual lands like the Plateau? Let's see about prices for that one, because that one is kind of like an outlier. In 2021, it spiked to around 1,000 actually, dollar, and right now you can get it between 700, 800 bucks. It didn't fall as steeply as a tropical, which I find interesting, since all blue lands are normally the ones that are the most coveted, and tropical isn't the most coveted one of the blue ones, because green can always ramp you for islands as well, I suppose. So that one is the cheapest of the blue cycle, I think. Why am I looking at Plateau? It's the outlier, but also we actually got a second dual land. It is quite played, and the person had a really nice offer. They needed some money for some bills to pay, and we found a nice price that we settled on. It has been well loved, as you can see, but let's check the back, because it does not have a back anymore. The person who I bought this off said there was no water damage on this card. It is so wavy. I'd say there was water damage. There's even like some yellowing on the sides here, so I'm pretty sure. And maybe someone tried to flatten it again. I suppose the back just at some point fell off, because also the way that the card is rubbed off looks like someone did some water damage to it. We had a nice deal. It was half the price of a normal poor one, so that's great. And I might put it into a deck, since it is still playable. It feels okay, and as long as I don't bend it, then again, how much less can it get? I might try to clean out the black dots that this card has. Not entirely sure if this is mold or not. Maybe some mold experts want to take a closer look at it, but I doubt it. I can tell it is real. Like, the front is real, and the part that is left of this card, it has a blue core, which is funnily enough a thing that people check by ripping the card apart, and now you don't even have to do this. Why not just peel the back off? There are some people who are able to restore cards like this by sticking a real Magic the Gathering back from Revised onto this card, but then again it would get a little stiffer and thicker, and I'll see what I do with it. Looking at Plateau Revised Edition, this card held steady since 2021, and that is, in my eyes, quite surprising. Again, if you compare it to the Tropical graph, which fell off to like half the price that it spiked up to, Plateau held firm. And my only explanation, and you can also let me know in the comments why you think that is that people realize that dual lands are playable. Some of them invest in them, and therefore, again, less come to market. It's one of the cheapest dual lands, so why not keep it around, you know, and wait for them to hit 500 at some point. Also, I have a video on the channel where I identify a Underground Sea fake card. If you are unsure if some of your more expensive cards are real, do check that video out. And now I do want to hear from you. What do you think of the current dual land market? Do you think now is a good time or a bad time to get yourself your first duel, or whichever number you're on right now? Really happy and thankful to getting my 8th dual land here for my unlimited set cube, only 2 ones missing. Keep on ramping untapped lands. And now I hope to see you in another video. Wish you a beautiful day and bye bye.